Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Sunday morning. And welcome back to the Haunted Hallows. Yes, we are going to be doing this in daylight for a change because it's Sunday morning. Kind of a bit bored today. There's nothing really to do. So I thought I'd do a bit of this because I get quite bored. We keep watching YouTube videos all the time, so I thought I'd do a bit of painting instead, just to really change the day up a bit, because as I say, it gets boring doing the same old ritual every day. So yeah, so the weather today is really sunny. It's absolutely gorgeous, and we are going to be doing as much of this as we possibly can because we have got to try and get this finished. Now, I have been doing a bit more work on the little skull. So as you can see, I've now filled in all down here. I've just got to do a little bit more. That looks like it's all done, but it isn't, because as you can see, there's parts around here, but I've just got to do a little bit more on that. Then that one will be done and dusted. So we're going to get all that sorted out. And then I haven't really got anything I need to really get on with today. I mean, Teddy's over at Witten, but as I say, I don't really go over as much as I used to now because I just don't have an awful lot of, I've got so stuck in to doing diamond painting on the weekend that I just don't really bother much now. But I did go the other week, you know, when I was telling you that my brother did me this roast dinner. Well, apparently they've had stew today. Oh my god. I don't know how anyone can eat stew. It's awful. I do not like stew or dumplings. Oh my god. I have had stew before and my nan made it, and I think she got a bit upset with me because the one bite I went into it, there was this big string of chicken, and it was like all this long, so it looked like a hair, you know, but it was like a stringy bit of chicken, and oh my god, it really turned me off. So ever since that day, I refuse to eat stew anymore. I mean, I can't remember what it is because I haven't had it in so long, but I think it's like carrots, beef. You basically chuck all sorts in, didn't you? Well, tonight I am going to have a nice toad in the hole with mash and probably chuck a bit of carrots on. I might have boiled potatoes, I can't make my mind up, but yeah, I normally take it in turns between a roast dinner and then a toad in the hole. And when we was at M&S the other day, they do a massive one for £4. I kind of want to try it because their food looks really nice, which I'm assuming M&S stands for Marks and Spencer, but I'm not sure. And I've got my heart set on this. It's called, you know, the Colin the Caterpillar cake that you can get? Well, there's this other one called an Arctic roll, so it's like one that goes in the freezer. I think it's like just ice cream. I don't think you have cake with it. So yeah, so and that's quite convenient for me because for me that's like either a 30-minute walk or a train stop away. So because that's over in I live in Braintree, but that's in Braintree Freeport, which is the big sort of shopping outlet place. And you know what? I'm just gonna take this off. Sorry about the crinkling there. Yeah, do you know what, the amount of, it doesn't matter what time of year you go, it is always freezing cold, and I just don't understand why. So yeah, and then I think we're into what, the second week of Big Brother now, so hopefully we will get to see, because they're doing a thing at the moment. Is it Farida or Farida? She's come in from a couple of series ago, and that's never ever happened before. Like, they've never actually bring back a housemate to go into the house with like the current series, if you get me. And what they're doing is, I think her name's Emily, Sam and Farida. They are all in a secret room at the moment, and they're watching the housemates, and they have to be so quiet, because the other day Caroline went to, I think they said it was the toilet next door, and it is so close to where this secret room is that they could, you know, if they're too loud, the housemates are going to click on that there's other people living in the house. So even Big Brother was like, keep your voices down, because if they blow their cover, you know, that's the secret ruin sort of thing, isn't it? So yeah, so I reckon some point next week, because they said that, I mean, Sam, when he was evicted, he was shaking. He was so in shock that he was going to go back in the house. He is going to be, he's one of the housemates that go in to the secret room, and it was really strange because they were inviting everyone back, but you know, like on launch night where they get out the cab, well, they were doing that, but all the audience where they would normally cheer, they couldn't. They had to be quiet. And so apparently they're in this secret room for 3 days, and then apparently they're supposed to be going in the house, so that's going to be very interesting. I don't know if Farida will stay for the whole of the duration of this series, like the remainder of it, or whether she's just in there for a couple of days as like a guest or so. But yeah, I think it's going to be quite a good series. I think the housemates will be shocked when they know they go in, because I don't think Big Brother's scripted, but we'll have to wait and see. Because if they're really shocked, then you know it's like genuine. But if they go in and they're sort of not that shocked, then you know it's got to be scripted, or the housemates probably know about it already. But I mean, how would they enter the house? I mean, they can't go, oh, Big Brother, you've got new housemates, because that'll sort of spoil it. So I reckon they'll either place them in the garden, and then, you know, where sometimes they do that reveal where they open the big curtain or whatever it is, and the shutters is it, and they see housemates. So they might do that. There was one series where Marcus Bentley, who narrates Big Brother, but don't get confused with the voice of Big Brother, because Marcus is the one that goes, 10:34, the housemates are in the diary room. But there's another voice that goes, this is Big Brother. It's not the same person. And there was one task where the actual narrator, Marcus Bentley, he came in and was doing it on a microphone, but was actually inside the house with the housemates, and they couldn't make any noise. It was so cool. So yeah. Now again, we are working on selected colours again. At the moment we are at full capacity. So we have no trays currently, which is why I'm trying to finish off this little patch, because then I can get on with using, we've got a number, what's this one here, hang on. This is number 5, so we could get that kitted up next. Yeah, as I say, this is quite a old painting now. I mean, I've had it for like 2 years, so just trying to get pushed as much as I can. I can honestly see this going into like a 3rd year. I don't think we're going to get it up in time. I mean, today's what, the 18th, so, the 19th, and we've got like 2 weeks left, so it's beginning to turn into like a really big project. So kind of annoyed because I really wanted it on the wall, but because it's so big, it's difficult, you know. Now, I don't know if Oogie Boogie is going to make an appearance, because I'm sort of debating whether I should introduce that and still work on this, or spend the whole of next week. So when it's Diwali on the 20th, right down to when daylight saving ends on the 26th, maybe just tackle this, and then bring Oogie Boogie in on the 27th. But yeah, so come next Sunday, we are changing the clocks, people. Now, Lindsay was saying something about in America that they don't change their clocks until, I think it's 3 or 4 weeks behind. So that's really interesting. So does that mean that you're still going to be 6 hours ahead of us, or no, behind us, because we were ahead of you? So yeah, I don't know on that, but yeah, so guess we'll have to wait and see. Right, that's all the A done for there, and then what we'll do, we'll put that there, and that'll keep that sticking until we can get down to this little bit. Oh my god. Right, that's interesting, because what I can do here is I can do a bit of I can do a bit of this too here, because I've got that colour here, look. This is number 2 of the haunted frame. So we'll get a bit of this splash of other colour in. Now I could multi-place that if I wanted to, but I haven't got a multi-place to hand at the moment, so. And then last night was so funny because I didn't do any diamond painting yesterday whatsoever, and it got to 7 o'clock, and I don't know why, I just felt like so tired, and I thought, oh, I can't do it now. And yeah, I was like, probably, I mean, all these sort of live streams on a weekend up till 2 o'clock, it knackers you out. So yeah, I was really like ready to go to sleep, but then I thought, well, if I miss the live stream, I'm gonna like feel like I've missed out, because anything you see on the live stream, they may put it on the main show the next day, because what you're seeing is 24 hours knocked down into 1 hour of the day. So throughout them 24 hours, the like the people who edit the video, they've got to narrow down all the house's day into 1 hour, so that they'll try to pick like the best bits. That must be really difficult, like to narrow everything down to like one hour, you know. Oh my god, yesterday was a bloody nightmare. Right, so I'll have to show you in the next rip and chat, but I went to a new impost locker, and for some reason this, I don't know who on earth thought it was a good idea to put it here, but we have a pub along Manor Street called, I can't remember what it's called, but it's like this big pub, and next door to that, I think it's like a nursery, and then next door to that is like a car park with this, like the world's tiniest cafe, and they've put an impost locker there. Now on the sign it says the first 2 car bays are for the people that own the cafe, or the customers at the cafe, right? So yesterday trying to put a parcel in there was a nightmare, because they didn't even give you enough room. They've parked all cars in front of it, so you can't access it. So if you had a door at the bottom, you wouldn't be able to fit your parcel in there, because the way the car was, imagine that's the locker and that's the car, they buffered it right up like that, so I had this skinny like little gap to get through. And I thought, well, if it damages your car, it's your own fault, because you're blocking the entrance. I thought, well, I'll just have to try, and luckily they give me a slot that was right up the top, so I was very, very happy that it managed to go in there, because they've recently installed it. But I've had to email the council, because I need to work out who owns this locker, because they either need to put up a no parking sign, or they need to put up some sort of sign that can say please don't obstruct the locker. Now the CAF says that it's open from 8 till 1, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it will stop anyone else parking there. I think it's been put in a ridiculous location, you know. It's just, oh, I don't understand it, I really don't. Let me show you a picture of it, because I've emailed the council, because I want to know who owns that land, because we need to write to them and say, look, this needs to be like relocated. But let me just go and get it. Yeah, so I took some photos and I emailed the council, because they need to sort this out, right? So this is what it is, right? So that's the pub, right? And that's the locker. Now, who in the world parks in front of a locker? Like, I'm being serious. Now, down there, it looks like there's a massive gap, but trust me, there isn't. And this is what really annoys me, because if that door, when you go onto the impost locker, we as a vintage seller do not know what door that's going to open. So if that went down, say, to that one there, which has got the end of the G on, it would smack right into their vehicle. And then there's another one here that says, there's another one here. Again, look, how the hell are you supposed to like get him into the locker? It's just absolutely ridiculous. And then it says here, first 2 spaces are for the CAF customers only. So if that's supposed to be a CAF with a car park, why the hell have they put an impost locker there? I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. And then, I mean, luckily yesterday, this is the pub, so that's the pub, and then round here is like a garage, it's like the Ford garage. But the thing is, I don't know if this pub owns it or if it's the cafe that owns it, but wherever they've put it, they need to sort this out, because this is absolutely ridiculous. You know, why do we have to wait till like 1 o'clock before they shut? And as I say, if they close, you know, the cafe shuts at 1, and then obviously them cafe people, like the customers go, or the managers go, or whoever like is in that car park, you know, it doesn't necessarily mean that another car's going to stop, you know, and not park there. Anyone can park there at any time. It's just, you know, I don't understand why there's a cafe there. The cafe is absolutely pointless, because no one ever uses it, you know, and it's in a stupid location, because, you know, who in the world puts an impost locker there when they know cars park there? So yeah, I've emailed the council and just said, like, do they know who's, I've just put, dear council, do you know who owns this pub on the road, Manor Street? They have installed a locker which cars are parking up against, which is causing obstructive to the impost locker doors for us vintage sellers that need to gain access to them. There needs to be a no parking sign installed, please see attached. And then I've just attached like the photos of how it's blocking it, because if they own that land, they might be able to do something to sort it out. Now, the way an impost locker works is say for example it was the co-op. The co-op gets a commission for having that locker. So basically InPost will pay them to have that locker there. Now it's good it is there, because the nearest one that's there, we haven't got one up that way. And when I left here, I thought I'd try it out, and it took about 10-15 minutes to get to the one in town, which is Market Street. The one that's up near the depot, which is the one I've just shown you, that's like probably about a minute walk. It's so much easier, but seriously, they need to do something, because at the back of my mind, I'm going to think, well, if I get an InPost one, I'm going to be constantly at the back of my mind thinking, well, is there cars parked up against it? Am I going to get access to it? I shouldn't have to ask the person to move their car every time. Common sense, isn't it? You don't park in front of a locker, regardless if that's a car park. Your common sense and your natural instincts is, right, I won't park there because there's a locker there. Customers are going to need to get to that locker. You could have a parcel to pick up. I dread to think, I feel sorry for all the people that, have got parcels and they can't pick it up because there's a locker there. When you've got a parcel at that locker, the minute it's dropped off, you've got a 3-day counter, okay? And after the 3rd day, InPost will come along, pick it up and return it to the sender. So they need to sort this out, because it's absolutely ridiculous. So I'm just going to put this back on charge. So let's pause that there. So yeah, kind of annoyed because I have to, tackle that every time I go there. And it's just, God forbid if a bottom one opened, you'd never get into it, because, you've either got to go into, you've either got to go into the actual pub and say, like, can you put an announcement out to move this car? Or you've got to speak to the CAF to see whether they own it to move the car. So let's sorry about that. If you're wondering why I covered it, the storage ran out and I've had to sit here trying to stitch it together. So I can't even remember what we were talking about now, so we'll just carry on from where we left off on this lovely painting. Now I've just been, hopefully we've got no more storage issues, but you know what this phone's like, it's very temperamental and it decides to work when it wants to work, and then it decides when it doesn't want to work. So let me just bulldog clip this down because this clip's fell off. I have just spent the last, I think it's half an hour or so. I missed the first half because I didn't even know Linda was live, and I've just spent the next sort of half an hour or so watching Linda's live stream that she's been doing. So we were having a lovely conversation about who was having what we were discussing, root beer, then it went on to the ice cream man, chestnuts, and everyone was talking about dinner and stuff, and yeah, so different cereals that we've got, because I've recently had to make the decision to go back to cereal, because I cannot do biscuits and cakes every day anymore. It's just causing me further and further cholesterol issues, which I don't really want. And apparently fruit and fibre is supposed to be really good at taking away or lowering cholesterol, so we'll have to see about that, because if it does work, well, like the problem is I won't know it works unless I get a doctor to check my cholesterol levels. But I think, can you do that at home? I'm sure there's a kit that you can buy that you can do it on at home. So yeah, now we have had non-stop rain from about 2 o'clock today, and it's still raining now, and that's 4:30. So yeah, I've had no vintage parcels today, so it's been nice because it's not very often I get a day where I can just sit in and stay in for the day, because near enough every day I'm either posting parcels or you know, there's always a parcel to send, so I don't have to send it on the weekend, but I'm like to get them wrapped up and posted the same day, so yeah. Okay, so we're going to be running out of these jewels soon. There is another packet around here somewhere, but my focus at the moment is to work on the current colours that we've got, empty them trays out, and then we can do refills once I can be bothered to find them. So, doing like a little line here, aren't we? So, yeah, I'm on edge a bit because while I'm filming this, I'm thinking, is the storage going to run out? How long have we got on the storage before it runs out? So, but what it was is these iOS updates, they just take up so much gigabyte. Messenger took up 6 gigabyte. I've had to take Messenger off. I've had to take YouTube off, and I didn't know, but all this time, yeah, I've had the YouTube app and the YouTube Studio app. And I didn't know that you could actually upload on the YouTube Studio. I thought you could only do that on the main sort of app. So I've installed that and we'll do it on the YouTube Studio from now on. So there's no point me having 2 different apps that do the same thing. So yeah, I mean, the YouTube app is a lot more better than the Studio, but the Studio is mainly for like doing all your content and, you know, getting through the comments and that sort of thing. But I think you can still watch videos on it if you're subscribed to anyone on there. So yeah, I was watching an ASMR artist earlier, and he was doing some crochet, and he's very, very good at it. So I've never seen someone crochet on ASMR before, so it was quite nice to have something different to watch in ASMR. So as you can see, that's our first empty tray, and then that gets put onto the wash queue and goes round to the kitchen, into the wash, out the wash, and then they get dried on the side and then back into circulation. Right, ho, so we've done, did we do all the 2? There's another 2 just there, so we'll do a couple of them. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna, what's that? McDonald's deal drop is back. What's that then? Obviously reducing pricing, I suppose. Okay, lovely. So let's see what colours we've got at the moment. So we've got L, we've got K, we've got 7. We have a bit of, oh la la, is that number 4? Oh yes. Right, let's do a bit of this. This number 4 is the start of this pumpkin section here, so this is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this session up to, I think we got up to 20 minutes, was it? So if we take this up to 5 o'clock, because I can't work out how long we've got, I mean probably 25 minutes in it, so, but yeah, we'll just take it up to 5 o'clock for this one. Now this video might be a bit late because whenever it rains over here, uploading a video takes forever. So even on like the super fast packages that you can get with your broadband, it just seems to really slow down. So the video might not make it until like early hours of the morning. It just depends how much time it takes to upload. So yeah, oh, it's nice to be doing our first pumpkin on this. So can't believe it's almost 3 weeks into October. They want this year out the way, didn't they? And then on the news they've been saying, is that the war in Ukraine, I think, is that ceased now? Because everyone's sort of being reunited with their family, aren't they? So they're letting all the trucks in for all the food. So I think it's all come to an end now, because weren't they hostages or something, and they were kept for so long, and now they've released the hostages. So yeah, I think they're all being reunited, but we don't, no one wants a war. Like, we don't need war in the country anyway, you know. So yeah, but that is obviously going to take a significant amount of time to rebuild all the houses. I mean, I think some hospitals were bombed as well, so that is going to take absolute years to reconstruct, you know, all of that. So I just feel sorry for all the people there that have not got homes to go back to, you know. Alright, let's just move that. I think this is the nose that we're doing here, so yeah, this is lovely. I've not actually, I'm working on the light bulb, but I've not actually got the wiring because I used to have 2 wires, but one packed up and didn't work anymore, and the other one's charging my phone. So, and I need that phone charged because I've got 8 different games that I've got to get through for Just Play. So, and it's just gone 4 o'clock, which means the next lot's gone on, which means I only have till like midnight to do. So yeah. But yeah, it's nice to do a bit more diamond painting. I haven't done none. Glass yesterday was just completely went up the wall. I must have used a whole roll of sellotape because someone bought the storage boxes that I've got. I've been getting 16 litre and 9 litre, but I've decided that 9 litres are not big enough for the stuff I need it for, so I sold one off. And I thought, I don't know whether this will sell or not, and yeah, it sold. So trying to stand there cutting up a box, because I don't keep boxes, because the only time I'll keep boxes is if I need one temporarily until I can get a plastic box. But yeah, well, I couldn't. The only box I had was like half cut open, and I thought, oh, I'll have to do a stitch and cut, which is where I borrow it like a piece from another box and stitch it up to make it one box. So yeah, I must have used a whole roll, because I'm the type of person that goes round and round and round. Like the amount of times that like they chuck parcels about, you want to make sure that it's nice and protected, you know. So yeah, so we've had a busy couple of weeks with sales, and now it's sort of like died down a bit, which is, I like selling, but it's nice when you've got a sale every day and you have to go out to the lockers every day. It's quite annoying. And then when it dies down a bit, it's like really nice, because you just don't have to keep going out to the lockers. It used to be like a regular thing every day to the lockers, but someone on TikTok was saying like ways that you can get more sales. So he was saying that if you upload on a Sunday, that's the best day of the week to upload. And talking of upload, I've been getting non-stop notifications from one of the vintage sellers that I bought my LED light kit off, because if I buy an LED light kit, I'll always like follow them back, because the chances are they might upload more. And she must have uploaded like probably 16 items, all to do with hand soaps and all sorts of things. But yeah, she must have a lot of stock to put up. So yeah, I was supposed to turn the heating off, but I totally forgot. It's getting sweltering in here, so I'm just going to pause the video and turn that off. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so, and Majestic has requested that I sing more, so we'll have to sing something if I can remember. If you look at my old Halloween videos from last year, I used to sing all sorts: Addams Family, Monster Mash. This year, I don't know, I just don't really feel the Halloween spirit this year. I mean, out of all the holidays I do, like, you know, Valentine, I love, oh my God, Majestic, hop over to the Valentine's playlist. Oh my God, there's this one song, and it's called Sunday Morning Love You. And oh, I love singing in that one. I'm always singing, but it's always on a Sunday. So you need to go to February, then check on a Sunday video. And we always sing, because obviously the song's called Sunday Morning Love You. you have to sing it on Sunday. So it was like something like, Sunday morning love you, Monday morning love you, I wanna love you every day. But oh my god, his name was Bim Narulu, I think. But oh my god, yeah, brilliant. The slow one isn't very good, but the speeded up version is better. But look, spooky pumpkin. Oh wow. Okay, let's get some of this end colouring, because then we can get a little bit of eyeballs going on here. We'll start off with the teeth first, which I'm assuming is the teeth. I was thinking about getting a pumpkin, but I'm not very good when it comes to carving them, so, because I think what you do is, don't you cut off the lid first and then like you carve it from the eye and stuff? But yeah, I'm not good with doing that, because my sister bought I can't remember if she bought it now, but she picked up a pumpkin and next to the Kisabel apple, and I've never seen these type of apples, and I've googled it, and apparently they're like a really sweet tangy texture. So Linda said that I need to try one while I'm doing a live, so yeah, we'll have to. By the way, there won't be any lives now until November, because I want to try and dedicate the next 2 weeks to really sort of pre-recording this, getting some more of Christmas ones done, because I'm working through Christmas runs as well, as you can see here with my rocks in the treetops all day long, rocking and a popping and a singing the song, all the little birdies on G-Bird Street. And I've kitted up that. This is going to be a needle in a haystack. These are the drills for that bow. But this is the painting I was talking about on Linda's live. There's no schematic. There's no code printed on the canvas. So I don't think I've ever had a painting like that. I mean, we're going to have to copy the box. It's the only way that we could probably do it. I've never ever seen a painting like that before. I mean, it's like a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. Oh, it's a mystery. We've got some more rain. Da, 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 da. Yeah, that's a song from Toya, is it? Oh, it's a mystery. Such a mystery. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting to do. And you know, the funny thing is that I vaguely remember seeing this before, like probably last year sometime, and I think I put it back because I couldn't see the schematic on it. I mean, bows are not really my thing, so I don't tend to buy them very often, but seeing the bright red drills, because these drills are phenomenal. I've never seen drills like this. Look at this. These are so gorgeous, isn't they? I mean, you know them old-fashioned necklace things you used to get at Christmas time? It was like ball things, little crystal balls on a big necklace, and people would decorate the tree with it. And we used to do that every year. It was very old-fashioned. Nowadays, we don't use that. But we used to get that gold, you know, that tinsel stuff. It's like a very thin strand of gold foil stuff. And you flick it over the tree, and you used to get silver version as well. So, yeah. Got that song in mind now. But yeah, it feels like this rain is in for the day, because it's not stopping. I don't mind raining, but when it's constantly all day long, it does get a bit depressing. So that's our second drill. Although we've got another A packet to fill up, I always wash them out anyway. So we've got plenty of stickers as well. So Right, let's do a bit of, what have we got next? Let's have a bit of that L colour. I can see a bit of the L, so we'll do a bit of that next. And that one there is O. I don't think we've got that yet. So yeah, I'm not sure how this is going to turn out, because this is like a lime colour, but that's the colour it's asked us to do. So we'll have to do a bit of this. And the great thing is with this one, if you haven't got sealer, this one goes in a frame that comes with the painting, so it's really, really lovely. You know, you put it back in the frame until you work on it again. So because whatever I don't get finished on this, I'll work on it next year. I don't work on holiday ones until like the next theme. So, but here's a little clue for you. November, we are not doing fireworks. I've done fireworks for a couple of years now, and I feel like I need to change the theme just for like 1 year and then go back to fireworks. But sometimes I always used to do fireworks between the 1st and the 5th, and then I'd go into a different theme in the same month. But yeah, the first person to guess what it could be, let us know in the comments, and I'll let you know if you're correct. So the clue is, I can't give you a clue actually, because it's such an interesting one that the clue would give it away straight away. So just put some comments and guess what it could be if you want to take part with that, and I'll let you know if you're right. So it's going to be fun trying to stitch this video together, because I'll have to pull it into iMovie. And sometimes when you do that, it says, oh, there's no disk space, even though there is. So that's going to be fun. So as I say, this video may not be up in time. You might see it through the early hours of the morning. So it's just because of the weather here today. So yeah. It's kind of annoying when you pay for like a fast broadband speed and it's not the speed that you're supposed to be getting. So it's weird because it never ever slows down when it's like a normal sunny day, but whenever it rains it goes completely slow. Oh bugger, I forgot to see what films are on. I didn't have a movie night this week because I was so busy with catching up on the episodes that I missed of Big Brother. Totally forgot about movie night, so I'm going to have that Monday night instead. Okay, so that looks like a mushy green, doesn't it? Like as if someone... oh. Okay, so what have we got over here? That's none of that. So let's have a look and see what we can do. Let's shimmy it along a bit. So we'll put some there. We've got a few more twos up here to do. So we'll do that next, which is number 4. So we'll get number 2 next, just to fill in some spaces up the top here. And then after this, I think I better start on dinner. But then I might have an hour. Normally after I diamond paint, I like to have just an hour of ASMR and then make dinner. I had dinner really early yesterday. I have a strict schedule, which is normally 7 o'clock for dinner. So, because you have it too early, you're going to be hungry through the night. And sometimes I get hunger pains at like 3 in the morning and it's like, what? So, yeah. This black, if we can't find it, I reckon it's going to be a 310, so I think we should be okay with that. And then fingers crossed tomorrow, hopefully, we've got Temu. So you might get a Temu unboxing tomorrow because it's supposed to be, it's running really late, so I might get credit for that. Like a Temu give you like a £4 late credit if it's running late. But I reckon we will have it very soon. Have a bit more tea. Okay. I found some peppermint tea. I found some peppermint tea bags earlier, which I thought I'd used up and I haven't, so I've been having a bit of them as well. Last night was so funny because I went to put Big Brother on and I couldn't work out why it weren't on. And on a Saturday, they won't put the live show on or late and live, and you only have the live stream from 9 till midnight. So yeah, it was taking its time, you know. And yeah, that was a long stretch because it's on from like 9 till 2, so it was like 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6 hour stream. Yeah. Just seen a few more number 4 there, so we'll get that next. Number 4. Well, at least we got one of the pumpkins done, or started to be done. Okay. So after this 4 one, I think I'm going to call that a session because it's now 16:53, so that'd be a good stopping point, I think. Right, okay, so we'll leave that session there. As I say, I'm sorry it's like a short one, but I had storage problems today with this phone, which has delayed things because I've had to sit there trying to figure out what's causing the storage problem. But yeah, that's what we're looking like so far. So we've done a little bit, obviously a bit down there as well, but yeah, so I wish we could get a little bit more done, but it's going very slow on this painting. And it's funny actually because Temu are doing this thing where you get 1p deals, and I bought last night a 40 times 50, and I'm not sure how big that is. I think it's the same size as this. So, and he's in it's like a husky in the snow, so I can't wait to see what that looks like. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see more of this very soon. Take care and have a lovely evening. Bye bye now.